They was not scared of Suge Knight. They was terrified of Suge Knight.
You know, when it comes to rewriting history, it's trying to rewrite history.
The world of hip-hop is shaking to its core as one of the genre's most iconic figures, Snoop Dogg, finds himself at the center of a federal investigation that threatens to unravel everything we thought we knew about the legendary rapper. It's not just another celebrity scandal, it's an international manhunt that has captivated millions. The rap world, fans, and even law enforcement are on edge as the situation intensifies. And in the eye of this storm stands one name, Snoop Dogg. For decades, Snoop has been synonymous with success, fame, and respect in the music industry. His laid-back persona, smooth voice, and deep ties to the culture have made him...
People were starting to say it's an East Coast, West Coast rivalry because it was people that's trying to make money. It was true people trying to make careers, it was people trying to get famous.
A household name. But now, as rumors swirl, the man once seen as untouchable has gone underground, reportedly fleeing the country under mysterious circumstances. The question everyone is asking, what is Snoop running from? And why did he suddenly disappear? As the investigation heats up, we are left grappling with shocking revelations about Snoop's involvement in one of the most infamous unsolved cases in hip-hop history, the murder of Tupac Shakur. The FBI, once primarily focused on the crime's many layers, is now homing in on Snoop, and what they are uncovering is nothing short of jaw-dropping. The latest twist in this shocking drama comes from none other than Diddy. Yes, Sean Diddy Combs, now entangled in his own legal battles, who has reportedly handed over explosive evidence in a court case that could completely alter the course of this mystery. The evidence allegedly ties Snoop Dogg directly to the crime that ended Tupac's life, and it's sending shockwaves through the music industry and beyond. In case you're wondering why this investigation has taken such a serious turn, let's break it down. The FBI is now on Snoop's trail, and insiders are saying they've launched an international manhunt trying to track down the rapper who may be hiding out in the Caribbean. This mysterious flight, reportedly taken on a private jet, was allegedly linked to a shell company, which deepens the suspicions surrounding Snoop's sudden disappearance. The evidence surrounding Snoop's alleged involvement in Tupac's death is nothing short of scandalous, and the fact that he's now vanished without a trace is raising even more eyebrows. Could Snoop be hiding from the law? Or is there something more sinister at play, something that goes deeper than just a case of avoiding uncomfortable questions? Adding to the intrigue, Suge Knight, the notorious founder of Death Row Records and one of the most controversial figures in hip-hop history, has made explosive claims about Snoop's role in Tupac's tragic death. Speaking from his prison cell, Suge has dropped bombshell after bombshell, accusing Snoop Dogg of orchestrating Tupac's downfall. According to Suge, Snoop was not only involved in the East Coast-West Coast feud, but may have been actively conspiring behind the scenes to undermine Tupac and his influence in the industry. Suge's accusations are weighty and personal, but as someone who has long been tied to the dark side of hip-hop, his claims can't be taken lightly. In his latest prison interview, Suge went so far as to say that Snoop's jealousy of Tupac's growing influence was a significant factor in Tupac's eventual murder. But what makes this all the more chilling is the fact that Suge's words have the weight of truth behind them. Suge, who knows where the bodies are buried? Figuratively, of course, has been hinting for years that there's far more to the story than we've been led to believe. And now, with Snoop's disappearance, the FBI is left scrambling for answers, while the rest of us can only watch as the pieces of this intricate puzzle begin to fall into place. But the mystery doesn't stop there. Just days before the bombshell court documents were leaked, a private jet was seen leaving California under suspicious circumstances. Linked to an anonymous shell company, this jet allegedly carried Snoop Dogg out of the country, and with it, the rapper's fate hangs in the balance. Was Snoop trying to escape the FBI's growing scrutiny, or was he simply running from something far more dangerous, something connected to the past that he doesn't want to face? The idea that Snoop Dogg would flee the country so quickly suggests that there is something far more ominous at play here. As the investigation into Tupac's death heats up and the FBI intensifies its pursuit of Snoop, new questions arise. Why would a man who has become a cultural icon suddenly vanish into thin air? Could it be that Snoop's involvement in the murder of Tupac is far deeper than anyone realized? Or is there an even bigger conspiracy at work? One that could shake the very foundations of hip-hop as we know it? The timeline of events only adds more fuel to the fire. Snoop Dogg's sudden disappearance is deeply tied to a series of financial scandals surrounding Death Row Records, the very label that propelled Snoop to fame and solidified his place in hip-hop history. Death Row has long been at the center of a labyrinth of questionable financial practices, shady business dealings, and missing millions of dollars. With Snoop's recent acquisition of the label in 2022, he was seen as returning to his roots, bringing the label back into the spotlight after years of financial turmoil. However, Suge Knight doesn't buy it. From his prison cell, he has been vocal in demanding Snoop provide proof of his ownership of Death Row Records. What did Snoop really buy? Where is the money? And why is Suge demanding to see the paperwork? To make matters even more suspicious, rumors are circulating that millions of dollars tied to Death Row's revival have mysteriously vanished. Some insiders are suggesting that Snoop may have been involved in funneling funds to cover legal fees, pay off old debts, or worse, to finance his escape. This financial mystery could be directly connected to Snoop's sudden disappearance, as the FBI starts to dig deeper into the label's murky past. With so many unanswered questions about the label's financial dealings, it's no surprise that the investigation is widening, with authorities seeking to uncover what really happened to the missing millions. But the connections don't stop there. Snoop Dogg's ties to Keef D, the man accused of orchestrating Tupac's murder, have now become a critical part of this unfolding mystery. Keef D has long been a shadowy figure in the world of hip-hop, his name whispered in connection with the death of Tupac, but only recently has his involvement come to light. Now, Keef D's recent arrest has blown open the case, and as more details emerge, Snoop's name keeps popping up in unexpected ways. Suge Knight has now claimed that Snoop was involved in trying to bail Keef D out of jail, a shocking allegation that has left everyone questioning what's really going on. Why would Snoop, a man with everything to lose, get involved with someone as dangerous and controversial as Keef D? And if Suge's allegations are true, does this mean that Snoop's escape is tied to fears of what Keef D might reveal in court? Snoop's sudden disappearance is also deeply tied to the ongoing financial and legal chaos surrounding Death Row Records. As Suge Knight continues to name names and throw accusations, the tension between him and Snoop grows stronger. The rift between the two former allies seems to have deepened into something much more sinister, and now Snoop's disappearance has only added fuel to the fire. Was Snoop involved in shady dealings with Keef D, or is this just another layer of a conspiracy that stretches back decades? The truth about what happened to Tupac and what role Snoop Dogg may have played is only beginning to come to light. As the investigation unfolds and the pieces of the puzzle continue to fall into place, we are left wondering, what did Snoop Dogg know, and how deep does the rabbit hole go? The world of hip-hop is watching, waiting for the truth to emerge. And it's clear that the scandal is far from over. Will Snoop come forward to clear his name, or will the shocking truth about his role in Tupac's death and the financial secrets surrounding Death Row Records finally be exposed? The intrigue only deepens as the walls close in on Snoop Dogg. His sudden disappearance has left the industry reeling, and now, with the FBI on his tail, there's no telling how this drama will unfold. What's next for Snoop Dogg? Will he remain in hiding, or will the truth finally come to light? Stay tuned for the next chapter. This is one story that is only getting started. The truth is waiting to be uncovered, and it's about to get even more explosive.